The hype around Will Anderson Jr. was sky high last year, with many anointing him as the best player in the 2023 draft before the season started. However, a down year production wise has led some to second guess that decision. Is he still worthy of being the first non QB off the board, or has he passed that torch on to another player? That question and more, answered in today's 2 Minute Drill. I'm actually going to answer that question right away. Yes, Will Anderson is still the best talent in this draft, and yes, he should be the first non QB taken off the board. Out of all the players I've seen since I've started scouting, Anderson might be the best. What sets him apart from the other edge rushers I've seen in previous years is how good he is against the run. There have been a ton of elite edge rushers in recent drafts, but none have been as good against the run as Anderson. He sheds blockers with ease and gets into the backfield in a flash to blow up plays. Anderson has a very high football IQ, which allows him to quickly diagnose plays and get across the field to stop the run. He stacks blocks with ease and uses his agility to effectively set the edge despite his lighter frame at 240. If there's one thing to nitpick, he does sometimes get a bit overzealous and misses more tackles than you would like to see, but it is something that is very easily fixable at the next level. To go along with his elite run defending, Anderson is also an elite pass rusher. He is at his best when he is able to use his speed and length to beat offensive tackles, whether that be on the outside or a devastatingly quick step to the inside. Most of his pass rush production have come from stunts and twists, which have been rising in popularity in college and the NFL to simulate pressures and should translate over quite nicely. Anderson shows decent versatility in his pass rush moves, but doesn't really need to reach into his full bag to win in college. When he does switch things up, whether that be a simple speed to power or using his hands on a chop, he leaves blockers in disarray. He's one of those rushers that gives 100% on every snap and never takes a play off. He is relentless. For a pro comp, the one you're going to hear all draft cycle is Von Miller, and it's one I agree with. Miller was a generational pass rusher who was an instant impact player for the Broncos, and Anderson has that same potential to step on the field on day one and dominate for whatever team is lucky enough to draft him. In terms of draft range, like I said before, Anderson should be the first non QB off the board. He is a one man wrecking crew and is someone who will ruin quarterback Sundays for years to come. And that's the 2 Minute Drill.